Hi, are you ready to make cookies? We're going to do no-bake cookies today. So we are not going to be using the oven, we're just using the stove top to add our ingredients. So in this pan already, I've added 2 cups of sugar, a half a cup of milk, and we need a half a cup of butter, which is 1 cube of butter. And we're going to use a teaspoon of salt. And we're going to stir this around until everything is all blended. We usually add chocolate to this as well. I made a different batch with chocolate for some of my family, but other members can't have chocolate. And so I'm just making a batch here that does not have chocolate. So if you're not a chocolate fan, you can still make these cookies because they have plenty of flavor with the peanut butter and the oats and everything. So we have our milk, our sugar, our salt, and our butter in here. And we're going to stir this until it is completely melted. The cube of butter has to melt all the way, and the sugar crystals has to be melted down because we don't want any of the sugar to be hard and crystally. We want it nice and smooth and silky. So I'm just going to keep stirring this. I hope you're all keeping up on your online learning. I know it's really hard because we're not used to that type of learning, but learning new things is good. I've been on the computer a lot, and I am not very smart on the computer, so I'm learning a lot too. We're just going to keep stirring this until all this butter melts. It's almost melted. Maybe another minute or so. So I want to show you what the cookies look like with chocolate in them. So I don't know if you can see that or not, but they're really nummy. They have oatmeal in it. The other ingredients that we're going to add after we take this off of the heat, we're going to add our peanut butter, we're going to add vanilla, and we're going to add our quick oatmeal. You can add the regular oatmeal too if that's all you have at home. That works too. This is almost ready. A little bit of butter still. So the temperature on the stove is about a medium-high temperature. And I want you to make sure that you get permission to be able to use your stove. We don't want anybody getting hurt, so if you're not used to using it on your own, make sure you have a grown-up there or somebody that knows how to use it there with you so that you don't get hurt and burnt. So this is nice and bubbly. We're going to let it get all of that sugar melted really good. Dissolved is the right word to use. That looks good. So now I'm going to turn off the heat of the stove. I'm going to take this off the heat, and now I get to add my teaspoon of vanilla. Okay, and we're going to add our peanut butter. Use this one that's already in here. This is a half a cup of peanut butter. Okay, we're going to stir that around. This peanut butter is going to melt right inside this sugar and milk and salt mixture and butter mixture. Melt that really good. Blend it all together. Okay, and our last ingredient is our oatmeal. And it calls for 3 cups. Measuring my 1 cup measuring cup. there's 1, 2, and 3. That's our last ingredient. So we're going to stir that all in. And once it's stirred, we're just going to scoop it out onto a parchment or a piece of Reynolds wrap, the tinfoil paper, anything that it'll be able to peel off easy. Wax paper, anything like that. Okay, so this is kind of runny. I'm gonna see if I can bring it up here so you guys can see what it looks like. Okay, so it's runny, but it'll thicken up as soon as it cools off. It'll get a little bit thicker. So I'm going to move these chocolate cookies over, and I'm going to get a paper so you guys can see how we scoop these ones out. Let me adjust the camera here. Be able to see it there, right there. All right, finish stirring this up good. Okay, we're gonna grab our portion. I have a portion scoop at my house. You guys might have some too, ice cream scoops, whichever. You can use those, or you can use just a regular spoon. And the way you use a spoon, you're just gonna scoop it and then just put it right on the parchment, just like that. I like to use the ice cream scoop because it's faster. So I'm gonna go ahead and just use my scooper, and you're gonna scoop them out just like this, and they kind of spread out a little bit. And so when you know that they're ready to eat is when they're all cooled off and you can touch them without them being gooey all over your hands. And this batch will make, depending on how big you make them, the size that I'm doing, we'll probably make 3 dozen, maybe a little bit more than that. So yeah, so I hope you guys have fun making cookies, and hopefully I'm gonna make some more videos, so watch for more videos, okay? And I hope you guys are working hard, getting all of your homework in, and like I said before, we sure miss you guys. Have a good afternoon. Bye.